Alright everyone, this is a comic book cover guide doing my first top 5 Magic the Gathering cards of various types. I haven't done a video in a few days. It's been, I was playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, but now I've been focusing more on Magic, paper Magic to be specific. Getting ready for a tournament in Dallas soon, and just revisiting my love for Magic. I really do like this game. I take a lot of breaks every few sets for a while, to keep it interesting and fresh, but I really do. I wanted to start making some videos about like my, top 5 cards for different various categories. So first up we have the top 5 mana dorks. Mana dork is basically classified as any kind of creature can tap for mana of whatever color. Usually they're green creatures, so usually they tap for green or any color, but there's various types of mana dorks. And first off on the list is this guy right here. She's a plant creature, 2-drop. You can't really see in the picture, I think, but this is a 2-drop 0/0/3 that has defender and hexproof. That right there is really good. Like, hexproof is a really good ability for a card like this to have, because sometimes you need your mana dork to stay on the board, and that means your opponent won't be able to light bolt this. They won't be able to have to exile this. It's also got Defender, which doesn't really matter, but whatever. The ability to add 1 mana of any color is really strong for a this is a 2-drop. A lot of the best mana dorks are 1-drops. That's why this card isn't higher in the list. But it's a 2-drop that adds. It's a 2-drop that has an extra point of defense, or extra 2 points of defense, which can make a big difference a lot of times. This was actually a very strong card in Standard a few years back. Next up, we have Death Ray Shaman. Again, it might be hard to see this mana cost, but it's a 1 hybrid, black or green hybrid for a 1/2. It's an Elf Shaman, so Elf is actually a really good creature type to have for a card like this, because it just helps for tribal bases. And it's also it's not really a traditional mana dork in the fact that it just taps for mana. You actually have to exile a land you control from a graveyard, or not a land you control, but a land card from a graveyard to use this ability, which is actually probably better in some cases, because there's, especially in Modern, when this card is actually currently banned in Modern, but when it was playable in Modern, it was very powerful because of the ability to remove fetch lands from graveyards to decrease the ability of Tormorgoyf, to decrease I can't remember the name of the damn card, but that artifact that lets you play lands from the graveyard. It was very much a powerful card. It also has 2 other effects, which make it a very versatile card. But yeah, this is still a mana dork technically, and there's a good reason why it's banned in Modern. It's really good. It's an elf. It's a hybrid mana, so you can play it in mono black, you can play it in mono green. It's very flexible, very versatile. Next up, we have Orpheros. I believe that's how you say his name. He is a 2 mana elf legend, which means legendary. He's a very powerful tribal mana dork. He adds 1 green mana. Well, actually, it's not tribal. My bad. He adds 1 green mana to your mana pool for each forest you control. That is extremely powerful, especially like in a mono green EDH style deck, or even like just a casual kitchen sink green mono green deck. He can power out he can accelerate you so fast. And that is why this card is currently banned in EDH. And it's probably banned in formats too, like that you could actually play it. Like it might be banned in Legacy. I'm not 100% sure on that. It might be actually slow for Legacy. I don't know. But this card is really strong. The fact that it's an elf allows it to fit into a lot of archetypes very easily. The fact that it's a legend allows it to be your commander if it wasn't banned, or if you're just playing with casual rules, you don't care about ban lists. But yeah, this is just a really strong card. It's also very rare, because I think it's only been reprinted. I think it's only been printed the 1 time. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I haven't come across copies of it very often, so it's a pretty rare card. And it's just a powerhouse of a mana dork. This is one of the few mana dorks that can actually give you. This is one of the few really good mana dorks that can give you different amounts of mana. Next up, we have Birds of Paradise, the OG mana dork. Pretty much the first mana dork, the most classic mana dork. The mana dork that pretty much set the scale in the yeah, for all the mana dorks to come. It's a very simple card. It's a very simple card design. It's a 0/1 flyer for 1 green that can tap to add a mana of any color. For the longest time, this was the definitive mana dork, especially for 5-color decks. Now there's been there's other probably arguably better mana dorks for a single color green, but for a card that give you any color mana, this was really your best option for the longest time. Anytime you're playing 3 or more colors, you wanted this baby in your deck. It just makes a great addition. And the fact that it has flying is actually a very interesting, sometimes very important factor in this card. It doesn't have any actual attack, but in some situations, if you can give it extra attack, and the flying will allow it to kind of come over and save the day. It doesn't happen very often, but there has been rare occasions where Birds of Paradise flying over the heads of all your opponent's creatures can save the day. And this is just a very iconic card to the game, and it really deserves a place. And yeah, it's a classic. That's all you can really say about Birds of Paradise. And in the final spot, we have Noble Hierarch. Hell yeah. 1 green mana, it's a 0. Is it a 0? Yeah, it's a 0/1 human druid with Exalted, and it can tap for a green, a white, or a blue. Now, Noble Hierarch is not the most versatile, in mana dork for colors. If you want something that can get all 5 colors, you're probably better off with Birds of Paradise. But Noble Hierarch makes up for its limited color by being able to have Exalted. Exalted is a very important trigger. It's a very important ability. It actually comes into play a lot, especially like in combo style decks. Infect has been a great home Noble Hierarch for many years. It makes a great addition in that deck. It also makes a great addition as been and company decks. It's just a really good card. It's very much a staple in Modern. Which is why I like this card so much, because I'm a big Modern player, and this is the card in this list I've had the most interaction with, the most experiences with. I mean, I've played this card. I've thrown this card on the table so many times over the years, especially because I played a lot of Infect, back in the day. And it's a very interesting card. I like it flavorfully. It's got some very interesting art, very nice art. It's just a classic card, and it's a format defining card. And yeah, so thank you guys. This is top 5 Magic Mana Dorks. Thank you guys for watching.